I want to ask you something. I have something I want to talk to you about. You know how in the pandemic, a lot of people have lost their jobs or they're not making the kind of money that they used to, right? So are you guys familiar with OnlyFans? OnlyFans is that site that you set up a page and look at Lonnie. Anyways, you set up a page and you can do anything on that page, but people subscribe and therefore pay to see you. So I read that a teacher started an OnlyFans page, was making lots of money, and but how do you feel about the fact that, you know, she's a teacher and the kids could get on that OnlyFans page and see their teacher doing all kinds of crazy things? What do you guys think? I definitely have an opinion, but I want to hear what you have to say.
Well, I'm not a parent.
Well, you the mama.
Yeah, I'm not a parent, so I am curious if you're a thing. I will go on record saying we don't pay our teachers enough to be telling them what they can and cannot do.
Amen.
So there's that. And I also believe that teachers should not be parenting your children. If you are underage and you're on OnlyFans, what you doing on OnlyFans? Like, that's not even a space for you.
No, it's not. Listen, kids get into all kinds of things. Kids get to see porn. They get to see magazines.
That ain't that teacher's
even before
fault.
Social media. What?
But that's not the teacher's fault that they get into things they shouldn't get into.
All right, we're getting sidetracked. You're absolutely right. It's not the teacher's fault. I feel like as a mother,
I have a response. No, wait, before you do that, as a mother, I feel like I understand that she may not make a lot of money as a teacher, but can you do something else than doing that because you're a high school teacher? Now, if you was a kindergarten teacher, all day. But high school, I don't know, because the kid's big. That's all.
I'd feel better about it, but I can't tell her what she should and should not do to support possibly her children and her family.
But I feel like, to me, as a mother of 2 7th graders, hell no, I don't want their teacher to be on OnlyFans, because they're going to see it. They're going to go back to school. Next thing you know, Mrs. Smith is like, you know, they're getting Fs because they're really not looking at their paperwork. They're really not studying. But I do feel for the teachers, because they have the biggest job in the world to educate our kids.
Yes.
And they're getting paid the least.
Yep.
My son's 5th grade teacher, who he loved, worked at Trader Joe's because he wasn't making enough money as a teacher. So I get that, but with you, Lonnie, I feel like, okay, can we do something else as opposed to, you know, OnlyFans? That's my opinion.
I don't want them to do it. I would never want them to do that. And I wouldn't be like celebrating it. I just feel like I'd have a lot of nerve to tell somebody what they can and cannot do when we're not paying them. You know, I feel like the audacity to tell her that she can't.
Paying them. No, we are paying them,
but not
enough.
You're
not paying enough?
It's not,
we're not paying them
a
enough.
lot, but you're paying them. And the thing is that what's going to happen is that these schools are going to start putting policies in place so that they can't do that kind of thing, and they'll have to find somewhere. But I also wanted to mention really quickly that there's something called Clear the List that I've been doing. It's a wonderful thing that there are teachers that you can help them with their school supplies, and it's through Amazon. And I've been, you know, and they've sent me their list, and a lot of us have been doing it. But I'm just saying that we all are trying to help our wonderful teachers. So it's called Clear the List. If you ever see it, even if you donate $5 or, you know, you help a teacher out, it's a great thing to do.
I'm actually shocked that schools don't have teachers sign some sort of document that makes them stay up to certain standards and practices. Because even when I worked at Disney, I signed an agreement that said I had to uphold a level of standards and practices that matched Disney's image. I couldn't, you know, do certain things. I certainly couldn't join OnlyFans back then. But I'm actually shocked that schools don't already have something like that in place. That like, hi, if you are employed by our school or by this
private schools,
you know, maybe, or really, I would think the Board of Education would be like, hey, you now work with us. These are the standards and practices. Maybe that's something that
anyways, we're going to go on a break, but all we were trying to say is pay teachers more.